Ayan, and we're now live. Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to our webinar for tonight, our skills webinar for tonight. Sorry, may konting delay. I was just setting up yung technical. May technical issue kanina, pero it is fine na by now. So, hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to our webinar once again for tonight. Tonight we have our topic, our special topic is search engine optimization, SEO in a nutshell. Ibig sabihin, yung mga basics ng search engine optimization, parang yung um, easy na way na i-summarize natin yung search engine optimization. This search engine optimization topic, it's very complicated, it's very technical, pero today we're gonna cover it in an hour na medyo easier to understand for everyone. Okay, so if you can hear me and if you can see me properly, please say hi, please say good evening in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from and how you feel about search engine optimization. Let me know if you're interested in this topic, if you're doing search engine optimization right now. Kamusta kayo when it comes to this topic of search engine optimization? How are you? Okay, and I asked earlier, what do you usually search in Google? Mga projects, vocabulary, assignments, Excel formula, products, word meaning, medical symptoms, vocabulary, word meaning, dictionary, certain topics, mga how-to, mga items, view page source, mga HTML, meaning, synonyms, vocabulary, ang dami mga word meanings, ano? Unfamiliar terms, how-tos, mga job searches, everything I don't know, mga medical symptoms, translations, mga restaurants, well, sa ngayon hindi naman masyado kasi hindi tayo lumalabas masyado pero um, yeah, before I just search mga restaurants, when you eat Japanese, hanap tayo ng restaurant na puntahan. Ngayon hindi masyado of course because we have COVID. But before COVID, may time ba yun? Naalala nyo pa ba yung time before COVID? Before that time, I'd also search for restaurants, for places na like mga hardware stores, mga places around. Kaya have you guys done that? Like searching for saan kayo pupunta? Let's say for ramen, for pizza, for mga restaurants, for ano bang mabibili nyo? Mga grocery, mga hardware, o ganun. Ay, and may special guest po tayo ngayon, guys. Um, ito, ito, special guest natin. Kasi, wala siyang this is our special guest for tonight, si Mr. Life, si Baby Life. Hindi pa siya nag-search ng Google, so hindi pa siya makaka-relate. Pero andito siya ngayon. We'll keep him here. Sana hindi siya iiyak para okay siya dito. Sige, sige. So, that is, yes, we're starting now. Kita ko yung comments dito. Bakit hindi updated yung comments sa isang, ano ko? Si Facebook minsan hindi nag-update ng comments. Ayan. Good evening, good evening. Not too familiar with it. Very interested to learn. Watching from Ozamis. Ayan. Hello from Cavite. From Tondo, from Valenzuela. From Cavite, Iligan. May audio naman, di ba? I think, yung iba may audio. Si Baby Life is joining us today. Usually, nagsasalita yun kung may nakikita siyang tao, pero wala siyang nakita, yung sarili niya lang. So, hindi siya nagsasalita. Andito lang siya. Alright, so let's dive into tonight's topic. SEO in a nutshell, search engine optimization. So, what really is the search engine optimization? And what are we covering for tonight? Pero, I'm sure na a lot of you want to be here because, or are here because you want to get your certificate, diba? You want to get who wants to get a certificate here? Type nyo sa baba certificate if you want to get a certificate because this is something that you can include on your portfolio. You can show to clients na marunong naman ako sa basics SEO, sa search engine optimization kasi I attended a workshop ng VA Bootcamp and legit naman yung VA Bootcamp. I hope na makita nila na legit yun. So comment certificate if you want a certificate. And I'm going to give you the instructions on how you can get the certificate at the end of this webinar, okay? So it's also very important that you learn from this webinar. That's number one thing, that you actually learn something from this webinar para baka you can offer it to clients. Baka this is something that you can practice din in your freelance career. Sige. So, I want to ask pala, who are mga first-timers here? Sino ba mga first-timers dito na wala pa siya ng mga alam sa freelancing? Baka malilito lang kayo ngayon. Hopefully hindi. Pero who here is mga first timers? First time attendees. Sino mga first time attendees dito? Meron ba tayong mga first time attendees? May mga first time attendees. May mga, hopefully, hindi kayo maano. If it's your first time here, if you don't know anything about working from home, about working online, itong topic na to is a bit more complex, I'd say. So what I would recommend siguro for you is also, you can still attend this, but to also attend our free course, okay? Someone can give you the link. Meron kaming free course that will teach you the basics when it comes to working from home, okay? freevacourse.com yung website na yun. Okay, freevacourse.com. And before we get started, I'm just gonna try to pull something up. May ipapakita ko sa inyo. Pero yeah, try to get on freevacourse.com. Okay, so yun. You can get this certificate. I'll give you the instructions later on how you can get this certificate. Pwede nyong i-print, pwede nyong i-attach sa mga portfolio, sa mga ano nyo. But before we really dive into what SEO is and learning the basics of search engine optimization, I want to show you something. Saan ba yung screen ko na yun? Yes, that's right. Behave. Masyadong behave si Baby Life. Sana behave siya buong ano, the whole time. So yeah, I want to show you here. This is the Upwork job search and this is live naman. And let's search for SEO. Marunong ako mag-spelling, di ba? Ay, kinain niya yung ano ko. Yung braso ko. So copywriting for websites needs SEO, web content writer na kailangan ng SEO. If you're doing writing, if you're doing digital marketing, SEO, create a blog website and SEO, I need someone to help promote mga marketing. Ito, NFT writer, kailangan ng SEO, marketing, ganun. Maraming mga trabaho when it comes to SEO. And let me look at the entry level. Sige, mga entry level dito. Click ko yung entry level na filter. Creating a blog website. Maraming mga blog website that are looking for people with SEO skills. So if you're a web designer, if you're a writer, if you're interested in those areas, if you're into marketing, even if you're a virtual assistant, you can use yung SEO na skill. Sige, let me open up a few jobs here para makita natin. Makikita natin yung mga ano nila, yung mga, and then let me look for mga intermediate din. Kasi makita na yung mga description nila. Content writer, wala pa tong ano, digital marketer, copywriter for website. So, a lot of the times, itong SEO na skill, you can supplant this. Meaning, you can add this to your existing skill set. Kung may existing skill set kayo, you can add it to that. Like this one, local SEO required for Shopify website. Oh, di ba? And this is a website, 4 to 7 hours, $47 hourly. So this is pang entry level lang na job na to. Pero if we look at these na kailangan ng konting experience, webmaster, digital marketer, na ay wala siyang range na nakalagay dito. Sige, let me look at this one. Sana ito, copywriting for website. So, SEO na writing for website. Make sure all the texts are SEO compliant. It's $15 to $30 per hour. Diba? $15 to $30 per hour. Average natin mga $20, $22, mga 1,000 pesos per hour. So, this is, if you know the basics of SEO, there are lots of different jobs that you can get into actually. As you can see here, ito, you can earn 1,000 pesos per hour doing the SEO content for a client. Ano pa? Ano pang dito? Website design. Marami mga website design. So if you're interested in website design din, SEO is a skill na hinahanap pa rin ng mga tao. Hinahanap ng mga web designers. And web designers can get paid a lot. So if you're going into web design and you want to level up yung skills mo, itong SEO is a good thing. Or writing or virtual assistant. Itong SEO, it's very versatile, is what I can say. And kahit alam nyo yung basics, you can be extremely valuable for your clients kung alam nyo yung basics. And I'll tell you why later. You're gonna understand why later. But first of all, let me go over our coverage for tonight. Okay, first of all, we're gonna go over the SEO fundamentals. The fundamentals of SEO. We're gonna talk about keyword research. Ano tong keyword research na to? We're gonna cover local SEO, on-page SEO, technical SEO, basic SEO audit, content promotion. Okay, so these are the topics we're covering tonight. We can't cover them in detail, but we're gonna be definitely covering the basics of these. Now, when it comes to the online world, okay, when it comes to, di ba, nasa online world na tayo ngayon, di ba? We are always on computers, we're always on our cell phones. It's all about searches. When it comes to the online world, everything in the online world is about searching. People are searching for, ito, yung kanina, meanings of words. People are searching for mga medical symptoms. People are searching for products to buy. People are searching for videos to watch, diba? If you talk about YouTube, that also has SEO. Okay, I'm gonna define that later, but places to stay, kung nag-Airbnb. People are searching for love sa Tinder, di ba? We're always doing searches online. We're searching for our friends sa Facebook, di ba? Whatever site you're visiting, whatever site you're browsing, a lot of the time, it's all about searching. And in this, usually, when we think of searches, we think about Google. Pero sa totoo lang, this applies to everything. If you have a store in Lazada or in Shopee, 'di ba? When people search, let's say you sell mga mga ano ba to? Ano ba tong mga face masks? Meron akong face mask dito. Let's say you sell face masks on Shopee. So when people search for face masks and you want to come up in the search results, then you apply the same principles of what we call SEO. Itong search engine optimization. Okay. Okay. Now, we have an example here. If we search, let's say, pre-COVID times, naghanap ako gusto ko ng Japanese na pagkain. So if I search for best Japanese restaurant near me, I type that in Google. What Google is going to do is it's going to look sa database niya, sa storage niya, and say, okay, ito yung alam ko based on what I've saved. Ito yung mga restaurants. Ito yung malapit na Japanese restaurants near you. Okay, you have these results over here. And like I said, this can apply to products. This can apply to even mga videos on YouTube. This can apply to so many different things. So knowing, and do you guys see how valuable it is? Do you see how valuable it is to appear on the top of the search results? For example, if I search for best Japanese restaurant near me, do you think it's valuable for a business owner? Para sa inyo, if you're a business owner, would this be valuable to you? I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, how valuable do you think this is for businesses? How valuable do you think this is for businesses na ano sila, that they appear on the top of the search results? So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, type your comments. On a scale of 1 to 10, how valuable is it? 10. Oh, sabi 10. Ano, 10. Oh, 10, di ba? 10. It's extremely valuable for business owners na they appear on top of the search. For example, if I'm searching for face masks on Shopee, malamang the first 10 siguro are the ones I'll really look at. Very rarely will I click on page 2, di ba? Or if I'm searching for Japanese restaurants, I'll just look at the top maybe 3 or 5 results, di ba? Especially number 1. In fact, there's a study na it's proven na if you are number 1, you get mga 55% of all clicks. If you're number 1 in the searches, you get 55% of all the clicks. And that's a very big percentage. So, sino bang may mga online stores dito? Or you can share what kind of store you have. Pero this is very valuable, and not just for stores, for anyone that has a business, right? For any business owner, restaurants, itong mga vloggers on YouTube, diba? They want to appear on the top of the search results because that's how they earn money. So any kind of business is extremely valuable. Now, when it comes to Google, you can see on the right here, I've included some other things aside from our search results. There's what we call paid ads. So on top, teka lang, Ay, wala akong pointer dito. Pero on top, do you see the first result dito? Not sure if you can read it, depende sa ano. Pero that very first result, that's actually an ad. Yeah, that's an ad. That's an ad on Google. It's not meaning binabayaran yun. The business owner is paying Google for that. So the number one is an ad. Right under the ad, you see some Google Maps results. Na because it's near me, nakalagay dun restaurant or near me, and Google knows na I'm usually looking for something in my area. So kaya andun na you see the results according to Google Maps. Um, there are also sometimes results na Google Translate, Google Assistant, and YouTube, and so on. But like in this result, and you can try your own searches, you'll notice a lot of the times the top one, two, or three results, those are ads. Okay. And mahal yun, depending on the competition, depending on the demand for that business, mahal yung mga ads. We're not gonna talk about ads today, but we're gonna talk about how you can come up in the search results. So the maps results, and then the one beneath those maps, those are all what we call organic results. Meaning organic, meaning hindi binabayaran. Hindi binabayaran na ang space na yon. And how you get ranked there, how you appear on top of the search results, that's what we're talking about tonight. Yung mga sponsored, oo. Ay, Ruby, minsan makita mo yun, may ad, may sponsored. Like on Facebook also, you'll notice the word sponsored. Sa Google, usually add yung word dun. The car dealer of your client. Oh, if he appears, that's very valuable. Kung may car dealership, when somebody types in cars for sale, diba, and they appear in the top 1, 2, 3 results, grabe yung business na yun, if they can get it. Um, Japanese yakitori, oy, may yakitori kayo? Not crafter, o mga craft products, diba? If you're selling that online, same thing. You appear in the top results. That means, ayun, that means that you get most of the business. Okay. Now, because SEO is about searches, diba? Itong search engine optimization, itong ranking in Google, it's all about searches, diba? And when it comes to searches, we usually need to do itong tinatawag natin keyword research. Okay. What we mean by keyword research is keyword research helps us identify what people are searching for. Okay, what words they're typing in. Because whatever words they're typing in, we want to be able to target that. Okay. I'm gonna share with you a story about yung binili ko recently na ano. Binili ko recently na headset. Okay, ito. Ito, I bought this recently. This is a Sony WF-1000 XM3 na headset, noise cancelling. And then, I bought this for 6,500. Ito. Binili ko sa Facebook Marketplace. Okay? And we're going to Facebook Marketplace. Binili ko sa Facebook Marketplace for 6,500. Bakit ang mura? Usually, this is sold for mga 8,000, 9,000 na still great condition pa. But I bought it for 6,500. Bakit? Why was I able to get it for 6,500? Because the person who posted it, hindi niya ginagamit yung product, yung yung model name, yung WF-1000 XM3, yung model. They just put Sony noise cancelling headset. So ako, I found it by chance. I found it and say, oh, ang mura nito. And it was the item. It was the item na yung ibang listing nasa 8,000, nasa 9,000, but it was listed for 6,500 because they didn't put the right terms in the product listing. So, itong keyword research, the terms that we search for, those are called keywords. Okay. So if I type in the word two words, face mask sa Shopee, that is a keyword. If I use one word, that's a keyword. I might be using N95. I might be using KF94. And those are what we call keywords. Okay. For example, yung sa car dealership, I might be looking for used Toyota cars or used um, Vios, diba? Used Prius. Diba? I might be searching for those. And that's what we call keywords. What people type in the search box, that's what we call keywords. And it's very important for us to properly identify kung ano yung ginagamit na words ng target customers natin. And a lot of the times we don't really know. Diba? We can assume kasi tayo we search like this, pero some people might not search the same way. Diba? So keyword research is about finding out what people are using to search. Finding out what phrases and what words specifically they're using because we want to rank for that. Going back to my example na itong binili ko, if the seller knew what words to put, they could have sold this for mga 2,000 pesos more actually. Because they didn't, people weren't able to find it. Ako lang naghahanap nito, and I was able to buy it for a cheap price. Okay, gets nyo ba? Clear? Is that clear or unclear? Type in the comments if it's clear or if it's unclear para um, we can move forward because these keywords are very important. These keywords are very important. If we are trying to, for example, rank for searches that people really aren't searching for, let's say we come up number one in the search term. If somebody searches for um, ano to? Anong color nito? Turquoise KF94 face mask. 'Di ba? Oh, ano? Type ko. Turquoise KF94 face mask. Tapos my business appears number one sa Google. Oh, ganda, I'm number one. Pero wala namang nagsa-search nun. People are maybe they're using the term green. They're not even writing the color. 'Di ba? So it's very important for you to identify ano ba yung tamang terms that we should be targeting. Okay, good, good. It's good to hear it's all clear. Sige, we can move forward. Now, how do you find what people are searching for? That's a very important question, di ba? Paano ba yung psychology nito na we know what people are, we know that people are not typing in turquoise. We know that maybe they're not even typing KF94 kasi nila alam yun, di ba? So, how do we find out? How do we find out? Now, there are a couple of different ways. The first one I'm going to show you is with Google Suggest. Okay, what Google suggests is it suggests parang word completion based on a number of different factors, but one of them is based on popularity. Okay, so if you go to google.com and you start typing any bunch of words, what you'll notice is Google is going to suggest mga words for you to choose from the list. So, um, for example, here we see mga different suggestions, or if you type anything, you'll see different suggestions. Take note that if it also takes into account yung mga previous nyong searches. So, if you want na hindi kasama yung previous yung searches, you can open up a new tab in private mode or incognito mode para yung suggestions are not biased based on your previous search results. Okay, so that's the easiest way. If you're not like really into SEO, if you don't really want to study and get technical, just go to google.com and then you can do a search. You can start typing and you'll see what people are searching for. Diba? What terms they're using. Sige, I can go on and on pero moving forward. Actually, I can actually spend like one whole day talking about this, pero we only have 1 hour. For example, relevant terms, if you type in ramen A, you'll see ramen at Bugis, Santek, Tanjung Pagar. Ganun. We have different searches here. Don't press enter. You'll just notice, okay, ito pala yung hinahanap ng mga tao. Okay, ito pala yung terms na ginagamit nila. Or ramen B, di ba? You'll see what people are really searching for. Okay, next is another popular tool is called Google Keyword Planner. Okay, so what Google Keyword Planner does is, teka lang, let's see if I can open this. Bakit ayaw? Google Keyword Planner, I won't really show you here. Wala tayong time to really show it. But with Google Keyword Planner, it's one of Google's tools that shows you, or sige, this is an important tool. So I will open it for you. Kasi it's an important tool. Um, and if you create a Google Ads account, then you'll have access to Google Keyword Planner as well. It's one of the free tools that Google provides if you have an ads account. Even if you're not paying for ads yet, pero you parang prepare if you create an ads account, you'll be able to have access to this tool. Sige, sige. Let me open up Keyword Planner. Ah, okay. Teka lang. Tools. Keyword Planner. Sige, sige. So here is Google Keyword Planner. And then, for example, I can discover new keywords and then target, let's say, Philippines. The country of the Philippines. Ay, wag, hindi kasama yung United States. Let me save that. And I will try face mask. So, I'm gonna tell Google, I want to know the keywords that are related. Ay, di pwede. Bawal yung keyword. Use different keywords. Sige, sige, wag lang face mask kasi that's ano. Baka it's not a term. Check, check. Wala yung audio. Ako, nawala yung audio. Wait lang. Hello, hello. Check, check. Okay. I'm not sure what happened kanina. Nawala yung audio. Sige, what I was showing you, um, I was showing you the Google Keyword tool dito. Sige, sige, balikan ko lang to. So I use the term cars for sale. Bawal pala yung term na face mask. So I use the term cars for sale. And then what's very useful here na information, okay, is you can see the different keywords. So this is the keyword I provided. And average monthly searches are 8,100. And then yung competition for this keyword is high. Yung maraming businesses that are trying to rank for this keyword. Others, they can say the term car sales, na one word, it only has 170 monthly searches. That was low competition. So konti lang nagsa-search nito. Used cars has 2,900, medium competition. So you can see that this tool here is very valuable. Itong keyword planner in being able to find the demand for different keywords. Kasi may numbers talaga. May numbers that, okay, itong 8,000 searches for this keyword, 2,000 monthly searches for this keyword. And if we can rank for the ones that are have a lot of searches, that's where the money really is for businesses. So yeah. Next is we have Moz Keyword Explorer. This is a paid tool. It's if you join, this is a very popular tool. There are also a lot of other paid tools as well. Ahrefs, RFs, and then there is like SEO Monster. There are so many other paid tools na specialized for SEO. Pero if you are just like a beginner, then you can use either Google Suggest or Google Keyword Planner. Ito may mga paid tools na specialized na if you're a professional SEO na you're really earning from SEO as an SEO specialist, then you sign up for mga paid tools. May mga keyword suggestions dito. So if I'm looking for ideas for my client's blog, baka ito yung gagamitin ko, 'di ba? For blog posts so that they're gonna search for they're gonna come up in these searches. A question, ano po maganda gamitin, yung high ba or yung low competition? Yung maganda is maraming searches pero konti lang yung competition. And that's the best talaga. Low competition, pero yung number of searches ay marami. Okay, because many people are looking for it, not a lot of people are competing for it. Para saan po yung ang Google Trends, Sir JD? So yung trends, well, I showed you earlier in Keyword Planner, but there's also a Google Trends tool. It's a separate tool. You can search for it, and you can see the trends na parang yung trending ng isang keyword. For example, like mga Axie Infinity, diba? Trending ngayon. Or for sure, like Boy Abunda interviews. That's a very exciting topic. Makikita nyo, like ano ba yung sikat na topics para you can see and predict na okay, itong topic na to, a lot of people are searching for it. Maybe I should target it. Maybe I should write blog posts about it. Maybe I should try to rank for this kasi maraming naghahanap nito. Di ba? Mga uso na products. So that's yung trends are very important for mga uso na products na okay, are people really searching for this? You know, then you open up Google Trends, you see, oh, ang dami palang searches nito. Let me sell the product, let me try to target for it, diba? So, ganun. That's what Google Trends is for. Sige. Let's move in. So, those are parang the tools for us to find out, to do the keyword research. Like I said, keyword research is extremely important into finding out what we're trying to target, into where we should place ourselves as a or place the business na okay, this is what we're trying to rank for. Sige, there's a question here. So, when you know po yung mga trending keyword, yun po ang pwedeng gamitin na route when writing and publishing content. Trending tapos maraming searches and low competition. So, yun, may balance yun eh. You want to do something na maraming searches. Kasi if may trending topics na hindi naman, na parang one time lang, na hindi naman worth it i-rank. Bakit? Kasi ngayon lang, di ba? Parang next week, wala na magsa-search yun. I'm not sure, like, for example, yung let's say yung Delta variant ng COVID. Let's say you have face masks, you're selling face masks, and then you're targeting Delta, di ba? Yung Delta na keyword. Pero nakita mo sa trends na hindi na ganun ka. Parang yung trending ng Delta, pag 1 month, ang daming nag-search afterwards, wala na kasi Omicron na, di ba? So, if you're late, let's say you're late, mga late ka na nakaisip na you're gonna try to rank for Delta, na your product descriptions for your face masks say this prevents Delta or this helps with Delta, ganun. You can write a blog post about it, try to rank for it. Let's say late mo na naisip yon. Na makikita mo sa trends yun na, okay, biglang may spike, tapos biglang babaksak. Diba? So, we also want to be aware of that na if this is just a one-time trend, maybe it's not, and late na tayo, wala na, diba? Like, yung Omicron, parang late na if you try to rank for Omicron. For sure, by the time na tapos na yung trabaho mo, and then, kasi it takes time din, diba? It takes time din. By the time tapos ka na, gumastos ka na, or yung business owner, gumastos na for ads, gumastos na for A writer gumastos to the time and energy and money spent, wala na. Meron ng bagong variant, di ba? Ganun. So we have to be aware of those kinds of things if we're looking at SEO, if we're looking at content. Okay, did I answer your question, JJ? Sige. Now, people are asking about content, di ba? And on-page SEO is something that's very parang important when it comes to this. Now, I have here a tool that I'm showing here for on-page SEO. On-page SEO is when you're writing a post, when you're writing a website page, when you're writing a blog post. On-page SEO is the HTML code on that page. Okay, that's what on-page SEO is. Sige, bakit na lumalabo yung camera ko? Anyway, that's what SEO is. Biglang lumabo yung camera ko. Teka lang. Let me try and fix it. Okay, I think there. That's what search engine optimization. That's what on-page SEO is. Na when you're writing a post, it's using the proper tags, using the proper terminologies, um, knowing when to write in your keyword. So, for example, you can see it here pala, no? In this slide. You can't really see it here. Pero, this blog post over here, taking care of a baby and working from home, fatherhood and freelancing, may, in this example, I put um, baby and working from home as the keyword. And then what in WordPress or whatever tool you're using, you can use a tool to automatically help identify how you should be, like mga suggestions for using the keyword. Okay, let me know. Well, we don't really have the time to show it. Pero if you're a writer, um, if you are a web designer, then you don't need to memorize all of the itong on-page SEO because this is when it comes to mga coding, mga HTML codes and things like that. What you can do is you can use mga plugins like Yoast SEO or Rank Math or SEO Framework. Those are plugins that you can use to help you with your SEO writing and and help you rank for certain specific keywords. So that's what on-page SEO is. It's the the format in which the um, text is written on a page in order to identify and to tell Google na okay, this web page is about the Delta variant, ganon, or the Omicron variant. That's what on-page SEO is. On-page SEO, what it checks is that a few certain things here. It checks that your title must contain your keyword. Your subheadings must be in the format that we call H2 or heading 2. You mention your target keyword in your first 100 words. Image file names and alt text, alternate text should include your keyword, and you must have at least one outbound link going to a separate website and 2 to 3 internal links. So these are some rules when it comes to on-page SEO na to rank your content higher in the specific searches. Sige. There's also, aside from on-page SEO, we also have what we call local SEO. And local SEO is an important aspect for mga local businesses, meaning mga location-based businesses. So yung car wash kanina, or itong Japanese restaurant, or anything na is specific to a location, local SEO really is very important for that. Okay, because it's location based. Like if you're searching for dentist, you type in dentist, and then Google is gonna show you mga dentists near you. So that's what we call local SEO. Okay, local SEO depends on a number of different factors as well. It depends on the on-page SEO. It depends on location of the business. It depends on the reviews of the business, the profile of the business, how active the business is in updating yung profile on Google Business, on Google My Business. It has a lot of different factors. And if that's something that you want, if, for example, your client or you're trying to work for a business that wants to rank locally, then you might want to look at local SEO. Just to kind of summarize, okay, what local SEO is that number one thing, to rank for local SEO, a client must have completed their Google My Business profile. Itong lahat ng businesses dito sa search results. Google creates a profile for them, or the business itself will create a profile. Sometimes Google will just create a profile for the business, and then the business owner has not claimed the business. Um, but they can always claim the business, fill up their profile, and if they have a complete profile with yung mga hours, yung minsan tinatanong, do you have Wi-Fi? Are you PWD friendly? Yung mga ganun. If you have a complete profile, Google ranks you higher for searches. So, three main factors that affect ranking: proximity, gaano kalapit; two, relevance, it's important that you include all your products and services if you're a local business in your profile para malaman ni Google what you really offer. So if Google sees, okay, they're looking for um, let's say family law, diba, for a lawyer, and then your client is a family lawyer in their profile, kompleto na family law, Google's going to match that kasi relevance. Third is prominence. What do other consumers say about your product and service? Yung mga reviews nyo, in other words. Sige, may questions dito. Hi Coach, zero knowledge po sa VA. Paano nyo ako matutulungan? Go to our free VA course. This is a bit technical. This is one of our most technical topics. So it might be a bit overwhelming. So yeah, go to freevacourse.com if gusto nyo lang mag-start ng work from home. Kasi, yeah, masyado tong technical ng topic na to. Is geotagging part of SEO? Yes. If you can geotag your pages on the website, and then you have it in the yung sa header codes of the website, that will help you rank because you can also tell Google na your website, whatever website you have, let's say dentist dentistrycebu.com, you also put there in the code na this business is located in Cebu, ito yung address niya, ganun, then it'll also help out with ranking in the local area in Cebu. Sige. Um, Next up, we have technical SEO. Technical SEO, hindi pa yung technical yung pinag-usapan natin. May technical pa. Technical SEO deals with mga robots, mga automation, yung mga robots that search for your website. So I won't dive into the details here, pero technical SEO deals with the robot.txt file, which tells the robots what to do. So it tells the robot na, okay, these are the pages that are relevant for this website. These are the pages that are not relevant. Yung mga ganun. Page speed is important. The slower your website is, the lower the chances of ranking. Fixing 404s, meaning yung mga errors na page not found. If you have more of those errors, Google is going to penalize you. Yung website architecture mo, this is a web developer, how they design the website in terms of structure, yung pages and subpages. That's important. If your website is mobile friendly, this is becoming more and more important because Google sees na people are using their cell phones. In fact, majority of traffic on the internet now is done through cell phones na. So your website has to be mobile friendly. If not, Google will penalize you. And the URL structure or URL analysis of each of the pages on your website is also important. Okay. See, once again, we won't dive into this. We're already very technical for a lot of people, but there's also technical SEO. Now, over here, you can do this is keyword research here. Wait, dito yung slide na yun. Sana kanina yun. There's some keyword research here based on yung Japanese food. You can see the average monthly searches. This is a report na exported into Google Sheet. Or this is actually Microsoft Excel, but you can also export it into Google Sheet. And you can see these different yung mga terms, number of average searches, minimum search volume, maximum search volume, and yung competition. So, like I said earlier, the best keywords to target, try to rank for are the ones na low competition pero maraming searches. Okay? Because it's going to be easier for you to rank and marami makadiscover sa website nyo or sa website ng client nyo because it's a popular search term. Questions so far? Overwhelmed ba kayo, guys? Overwhelmed ba kayo sa pinag-usapan natin? This is like the bird's eye view talaga of SEO. This is like yung how SEO works, buo-buo. Um, when it comes to ranking in Google. Questions? Questions? Now, one of the things, if you are a search engine optimization professional, one of the things that you do is perform what we call a SEO audit, a search engine optimization audit. Meaning, you tell a business, and whenever I have a client for SEO, I always do an audit. What an audit does is it um, it parang tells the business, okay, Mr. Client, ito yung situation mo. Okay. You're currently ranking for these keywords. You're currently not ranking for these keywords. And this is where I can best help you. So you do an audit. You try to find what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are, and then you can tell a client that you can help them with their ranking. So yun ang basic SEO audit. Overwhelming nga. Ito yung like isang topic. Like if you've attended our other webinars, don't worry if this is your first time. Um, yung ibang webinars natin are not this technical. This is our most technical webinar because of the subject matter. Pero yung iba, like bookkeeping, yung iba parang VA, they're a lot easier to understand and a lot easier to digest. Coach, does it require IT skills to know SEO? No, it does not require IT skills to know SEO. It requires naman na well, if you have IT skills, may advantage ka. Or if medyo techie ka, may advantage ka when it comes to SEO because understanding how everything works, um, it helps, pero hindi siya requirement. Okay? Hindi siya requirement. Um, medyo nakahabol naman. Sana ma-post to sa YouTube. Yes, this will be posted on our YouTube channel also. I mean, may website Weebly. Mukhang hindi ata maganda ang pakagawa ko due to this. Yung Weebly is not very good with SEO. WordPress is like the go-to when it comes to SEO. Yung coding kasi, yung tinatawag nating technical SEO, yung on-page SEO, sa Weebly is it's not very optimized. Kumbaga. Pwede makain ng template for SEO audit if any. There are actually a lot of templates. May mga automated templates nga eh. Sounds very technical lang po siguro talaga mga ng terms. Oh, it is a bit technical. It requires what I can say, JJ, si JJ de Guzman answering his question. What I can say is if you do get into SEO, um, kailangan lang pag-aralan. That's it. You have to study it. And kahit hindi ka techie, kahit hindi ka IT, you can understand it, pero you really have to take the time to study it. That's the thing when it comes to this. Meron po bang separate course for SEO? Yes, we do have an SEO course in the VA Bootcamp, Jan Mercado. It's 2,990 if you want to learn the basics of SEO. One thing about SEO, okay, is that it's an ever-changing field. Ibig sabihin na there are always new updates when it comes to what works and what doesn't for SEO. Um, and that's what makes it also a very challenging field. It's technical, it's ever changing, and a very exciting field for a lot of people. So, yung course natin, it teaches you yung mga static things, yung mga basic things that aren't changing, pero there are a lot of things that change when it comes to SEO. Can this be used to FB ads targeting as well? A little bit, no? Pero um, kapag ads, your concern is more, yung keyword research will still be important actually because you want to, 'di ba, when you see an ad, people click on it when you know the right keywords to use, when you speak their language. Pero it's more on making sure you're in front of the right audience. So yung targeting. With one-on-one coaching po ba yan? Wala siyang one-on-one coaching po. Um, you're part of our group na we answer questions there, pero wala siyang one-on-one coaching. Masyadong mahal yung one-on-one coaching. Sige, how much will it? 2,990 if you want to enroll in that. Baka someone can give the link. yung sa SEO course natin. One of the admin can give the link sa SEO course. Okay, additional questions? Ano pong pakaiba ng content writing, copywriting, and SEO? That's a good question. Sige, I'll answer that and we'll move on. Ang list na, it's almost 1 hour. It's already 7:54. We started actually 7:05. Medyo na late lang. So 50 minutes na. Bilis ng oras. Ano bang paiba ng content writing, copywriting, and SEO? So, copywriting is usually sales writing. So that's writing for the purpose of selling. Content writing is usually writing for the purpose of informing. Okay? So yun ang main difference ng dalawa. Normally ha. Copywriting for selling, content writing for like education information. Search engine optimization is ranking, getting ranked. You can have your copyright, your content, um, pwede siyang i-combine yung content writing and SEO. Meaning, yung content mo, let's say you write an article about how to sterilize your face mask at home. Ganun, di ba? So, if you want to come up in the search results sa Google, yung blog post mo, you combine both content writing and SEO. Content writing para, you write a good article, and SEO para ma-rank us for that keyword. Copywriting is just sales writing. You can also apply SEO on it, but usually it's separate. Thank you. A free course. Yung free course and paid course. Meron kaming free course and paid course when it comes to SEO, as pasted there. Best practice for sa pagiging SEO specialist. Um, study. Study and practice. Yun talaga. It requires a lot of study. Um, maraming theory when it comes to SEO that you have to put into practice. That's what I can say. Sige. All right. We talked about a lot of things tonight. We talked about yung idea of SEO, the keyword research, local SEO, on-page SEO, technical SEO. We covered very briefly SEO audit and content promotion. But yes, naubusan tayo ng oras. SEO it can get very, very technical. But we're just giving you the brief overview. So, if this is parang too much for you na nosebleed na kayo dito. Sino bang nosebleed dito? Just comment nosebleed. If na nosebleed na kayo dito, maybe this is not a field for you if nosebleed kayo kasi ito pa yung basics. And it can get more technical pa. So, maybe this is, if the nosebleed kayo, you can just type it in. It's okay. This is not a field for everyone. But yeah, if it's not for you, okay lang din. Don't worry about it. Sige. Yeah, but if it's something that you're more interested in, then you can check it out. If hindi kayo nosebleed, baka pwede. Baka pwede kayo dito. Di ba? May mga nosebleed talaga dito. Okay, now, in the VA Bootcamp, hindi naman siya ganun ka-nosebleed because yung basic course natin is we don't cover SEO, we cover yung um, mga topics na mas maintindihan, hindi yung mga sobrang technical like SEO. We do teach you step-by-step lessons. We teach you the virtual assistant skills. If you want to start working from home, then the VA Bootcamp, you might want to check it out. If the nosebleed kayo sa SEO, I highly recommend you check out our course, our paid course, the VA Bootcamp, kasi hindi siya nosebleed. As I can promise you, hindi siya nosebleed or compared to SEO, hindi siya nosebleed because it's very step by step. It's very detailed. It's very easy to understand. And if you found this helpful, if you found, okay, I nosebleed ako dito, pero I learned something, check out the VA Bootcamp, the virtual assistant Bootcamp. You get lifetime access to the course if you enroll in the VA Bootcamp. You can join our guided hustle challenge na meron kayong coaching, meron kayong guidance, meron kayong classmates that help you out. You can get on coaching calls with me, group coaching calls with me if you join the complete package. You have a support system. You can join mga internships. We have internships for social media, for content, for virtual assistant, for SEO, for e-commerce, for marketing. Meron kami dito in the VA Bootcamp. Now, in the VA Bootcamp, we have, if you want to enroll, you can click You can check out our link there at the bottom, vabootcamp.ph/enroll. And we have different packages available. The skills package teaches you the skills such as managing emails, managing calendars, managing social media, managing websites, transcription, doing office applications, doing research online, and handling data entry. This is a course that's only 1,990. Okay, this is our parang entry level course. Now 1,990, that's the full payment for the VA Bootcamp. We also have our accelerated package. Our accelerated package, wala pala yung price dito, nasa baba. Hindi ko na-paste ng maayos. Yung accelerated package, it teaches you not just the skills, pero yung best practices on getting hired, yung templates on getting hired, and you can join what we call the Guided Hustle Challenge na you have, ito yung parang yung mentorship and coaching program namin for people to get hired. It also includes course for e-commerce, for bookkeeping, and for English. And this package is 2,990 if installment, 2,990 per installment, or if one time, it's 7,990. And we also have the complete package, which includes bonus courses on SEO, web design, email marketing, writing, Facebook ads, next level freelancing, lead generation, chatbot marketing, and time management. And you have monthly coaching calls with me sa group natin. It's 14,990. And if you do an installment, it's 5,490 na 3 installments. Okay. So these are the 3 packages we have in the VA Bootcamp. We highly recommend you check them out. But if it's your first time here, check out our free course muna. Okay? The free course for the VA Bootcamp. Yung walang bayad muna para at least you'll see if this is right for you. Okay? Um, in the VA Bootcamp, in the accelerated and complete package, we have what we call the Guided Hustle Challenge. Dito, this is one of our calls. And then we have multiple coaches. Kulang pala yung list na to. This is the recent list. Pero Coach Anthony, me, Coach Joey, Coach Bong, Coach Leora. Sino man kula dito? Si Coach Akimi. Wala dito. Um, sino man kulang sa list dito? Parang may nakalimutan ako. Um, meron ba ako nakalimutan? Pero yes, we have a coaching program with a guidance challenge where itong coaches will help you get hired. They'll give you feedback on your application letters, on your resumes, on your profiles. This is just one example of somebody who got hired. This is one of the members of the recent Hustle Challenge, si Chat Tagum. I just want to share my journey in joining VA Bootcamp and accepting the Guided Hustle Challenge. It started in early May 2021 when I finally decided to enroll on the VA Bootcamp Accelerated course. Thank you, Lenny Babaw, for assisting me, one of our flip mentors, and offering the course at a discounted price. Kasi daw, sa wakas na pag-decide ako, kaya may discount. Medyo natagalan din bago ko natapos yung course because of mommy duties. Finally, natapos ko siya end of July 2021. Sakto may job post si Carmi, virtual assistant needed in transcription job. Pag-apply ko and get hired, thank you po, for the wonderful experience, nakaka-inspire, mapupush ka to keep going. Kaya naman, nag-focus ako sa pagsubmit ng proposal sa Upwork at OLJ, pero walang pumapansin, hanggang sa tumigil na lang ako. Comes mid-November 2021, tinaka ko ni Lenny Babaw sa upcoming GHC, Guided Hustle Challenge 2021 batch. Abang hours na ako sa 10 a.m. post ni Coach Bong Sleta na ginawa yung task. Thanks God, pinalad na maging isa sa 25 hustlers. Challenge yung first week ng GHC, pero good thing dahil talagang i-guide ka. Thankful and blessed kasi napasama ako sa team ni Coach Jason Dulay. During profile review and feedback, nakakahiya man sabihin, pero blanco daw yung profile ko. Pero may laman naman. Doon ko na-realize na kaya pala walang pumapansin dahil sa employer's perspective, my profile is nothing. Nung na-integrate ko lahat ng feedback sa profile cover letters, nag-umpisa ng mga replies sa proposals ko sa mga prospective client. Sunod-sunod na yung interview sa akin nung second week ng GHC. On the third week, I was hired right there and then during the interview. Binigay na sa akin yung task. Pero di pa rin ako makapaminiwala na hired ako on the spot. Alam niyo yung feeling ng lutang. Kaya naman, after kong magawa yung first part ng task, I had the courage to ask the client kung hired na ba talaga ako kasi baka mali yung dinig ko. Feeling blessed. Feeling blessed na ako kasi on the fourth final week of GHC, another client is satisfied with my work and I'm looking forward na sana tuloy-tuloy na. Maraming salamat pa sa lahat ng coaches ng batch November 2021 GHC sa mga tips at encouragement kasi dumating din sa point na I was about to give up nung mid-second week. I am proud to say that I did the Guided Hustle Challenge and I'm a proud VA Bootcamper. So, that's chat story. if you want to check it out. Hindi daily updated yung course. Updated when it's relevant. Um, hindi naman nagbabago daily lahat eh. So, it's not updated daily. What do you recommend for someone na gusto mag-upskill? Right now, general VA, but I do some social media management for my client. Um, Depends dyan eh. I would still like, what's your hourly rate? Sige, if gusto mong. And the reason I ask that is because in the Hustle Challenge, isa sa mga tinuturo namin is increasing your rate. Because a lot of VAs, they charge very low. $3, $4, $5. So, if you're able, kasi a lot of times you don't need to upskill. What you need is to learn how to sell yourself better. Diba? For example, going back to the face mask, ito, you can buy this for mga ano ba? 10 pesos. Diba? Pero, if magaling akong salesman, I can sell it for 100 pesos. Dati, nasa 100 pesos to, diba? Um, so sometimes, as a VA, you don't need to learn new skills. You don't need to upskill, but you need to learn how to sell yourself better. And that's something that you can get in the Guided Hustle Challenge. So I recommend that you can enroll in the accelerated package, parang refresher ng skills mo sa VA, and it should be easy for you if you're an existing VA. Pero what you will get most out of it is yung how to yung ano best practices in getting hired for higher rates naman. $5, and if you have more than 6 months of experience, you can increase that. We see people na sa Hustle Challenge pa lang nagta $10 na. Okay, times 2. So what I would focus on is learn to sell yourself better, and you can get that accelerated. Kasi kung upskill lang, there are lots of ways to upskill. Um, like you can enroll in our courses, totoo. But there are so many ways to upskill. I do think that before you look at upskilling, take a look at learning to sell yourself better. So accelerated. Okay. If you enroll in the complete package, you also get yung mga coaching calls. There's a group coaching call we had this last year pa. And in all our packages, you get a solid support system. We have a Facebook group that's exclusive to students of the VA Bootcamp. Here is a list of internships we have. VA social media group for our Facebook group, social media management for our Facebook page, content creation, e-commerce, marketing, SEO, and we're opening up some more soon. Here's another testimonial for our internship ni Mariel Pilongco. Sabi niya, "Hi, I just want to share how I feel after internship ko. I feel so grateful to be part of the November 2021 content creation internship. Now I no longer doubt what I offer to clients, incomparable with how I looked at myself before. Mostly because of this internship, I won supportive co-intern and mentors. I'm so thankful to our mentors, Miss Giselle and Miss Mahar. I enjoy being with great people like them who always make time to answer whenever I got questions in mind and always there to guide us by selflessly sharing their insights. I also want to give my thanks to co-intern Aurea, my first supportive buddy. Indeed, you won't realize it's done when you're happy with what you're doing. I want to inspire those who are not yet confident with their skills na after mag-take ng course, mas okay talaga mag-join sa internship. Sobrang dami mo pang pwedeng matutunan. GHC naman. Okay, so itong internship, it's open for students of the VA Bootcamp. Okay, if you've enrolled in one of the courses, kahit yung skills package lang, you can join the internship. All right. I know a lot of people are waiting for this certificate. Okay, a lot of people are waiting for this certificate. I have to set up the assignment page muna. Pero you have an assignment. So we don't just give out certificates parang right away because we want to make sure na meron naman kayo natutunan dito sa VA Bootcamp na webinars natin. So for this webinar, um, Here's what I want you to do. Number one, create a Google AdWords account. Look for any keyword that you want to research. Log into Keyword Planner tool, and then post the screenshot of the results of the Keyword Planner tool in this thread. Wala pa yung thread. Teka lang. Gawin ko muna yung thread. Gawin ko muna yung thread. Sandali lang. SEO assignment thread. Sige. Deadline for submission is this coming Thursday, and we'll start sending out the certificates on Friday. Okay. Wala pa yung link ha. I will create the link right now. Okay. SEO assign. Okay. So right now, the link is active. So if you go to vab.ph/SEO assign, that's where you will be posting your assignment, guys. Okay. If you're gonna submit your assignment, if you want to get this certificate. All right. Let me see ano pa mga questions natin ngayon. Lessons are pre-recorded. Yes. About the course, you can take within 3 months or 3 weeks. Open for students. So, nasa exclusive FB group ka na po. Ka na po ba ng ano? Ay, we have to, yeah. Try to join the group. Masyado akong busy sa January, so actually medyo late yung first coaching call. Sorry sa mga students. Ano pa yung internships? After pa ba mag-complete yung package? Yes, after you finish your course, you can join an internship. Paano mag-avail? If you are you a student ba, Eds? If you're a student of the VA Bootcamp, we have openings every month for internships. No need to pay. A certificate, even if you watch the replay, you can still get the certificate. What you need to do is you need to do the assignment. Itong assignment, create a Google AdWords account, look for any keyword you want to search, log into Keyword Planner tool, do a search, may kulang na step pala. Do a search and take a screenshot and put it in that thread. Thank you for the very techy webinar. You're welcome, guys. Thank you for attending this webinar. I hope you guys learned a lot. I know masyado siyang nosebleed, masyado siyang technical, pero I still hope you learned a lot from this. Were you able to learn something kahit masyado siyang technical, guys? Type learn naman if may natutunan naman kayo, if may learn kayo ngayon. All right, so we're gonna end with this quote over here. Sometimes you have to get lost before you figure out what you're looking for. Ayun. So baka lost kayo sa what area you want to um, focus on in freelancing. Sometimes you really have to get lost before you find out saan ka ba talaga as a freelancer or anything else in life. All right, guys. Thank you once again for attending this webinar. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the weekend. Bye bye.